So coming to my primary question, how you people did last week? How you people able to set up your system and um, started doing the things? That is my main question is.
I installed the Linux Mint version in my
Mhm,
system with
mhm,
side by side with Windows, and I installed
mhm,
that Haskell, but I somehow encountered some problems, but somehow I managed to install because I have to install
mhm,
different call programming through command prompt. I
mhm,
installed all those softwares. After that, I was successful to install the Haskell. Then when I try to run the program, I find some difficulty because in general program just directly clicking or directly writing, invoking the command, it was in Java like C++, it is not like that. So I have to
mhm.
load the module, then I have to call the function. That's why I call. That took me for 15 to 20 minutes to
Understand the thing. Yes, sir.
understand the
Yes,
things.
sir.
Yes.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
finally,
I
I got
agree.
how to manage the programs, how to run the programs. I finally knew.
Yes, sir. Bit different. I just talked to Debajis before the start of this meeting. He joined early and he is telling the same. It's bit different as I have already mentioned in the first session of mine. And it is bit different. But
Yes,
yes, once you will get the essence of this language, you will love it. And
yes, sir.
it's very amazing.
Yes,
Thank you, Sohan sir, for sharing your feedback. Anybody
okay,
else?
okay.
Anybody else? They can share their feedback if they want. Arindam, have you got a chance to do it?
Only the Hello World section I have done. After that, I missed the earliest session, right?
Yes, yes, I know
Mm,
you missed that, and the video is there, Arindam. Um,
yeah, actually,
see,
tomorrow I
yeah.
can go through this one. This whole
uh,
week I am busy with family. Uh,
Yeah, I know.
medical.
I understand, Arindam. We all are actually working professionals and we are having less time. This is upskilling and we are actually improving our skills and doing something extra for us. So we might miss, and that is the reason like we are actually recording the sessions and keeping it. So
Mm,
last two sessions we didn't do much. First session we did basically the installation, and second session that was a questionnaire session normally on Tuesday, but we did some programmings. I had shown some programmings that was a request from somebody. I have to go through and I have to show them how to run the things, how to work with the things, but today, we'll go for few more things on programming, and these are real programmings, and probably you will have a lot of food for thought, not thought, food for practice. Uh, your Haskell programmings for the next week, and we'll actually catch up in the mid of the week, like on Tuesday will definitely catch up regarding your problems, regarding your questions, regarding theory questions also. If you want to ask, we will try to solve it. And in the meantime, I am really happy that most of us joined this Cardano, uh, Cardano uh, that is the group, Cardano Discord group, and we can share our uh, programmings, we can share our problems, we can discuss. If anything you want really want us to help you out, we can help you there. So as we created this developers community GitHub, we are having the upskilling Cardano program. So there, we put the basic Haskell for the last week, for the last Tuesday. But if you can see our Cardano developers community, there is another project which is mentioned, and that project is basically your Haskell project. So there, what we are actually doing, we are actually going to put you the programs. And this Haskell program, this one is for the next week. Starting from today, you can go through and you can go through these programs for you. And there are few theories mentioned. We'll go through that. But before that, I want to mention you like what this IOHK is the parent company, as I have already told you, mention you, that is the parent company for Cardano and what they actually required or they actually want. So this is available in their website or in their GitHub repository, Haskell course. This is the official course for the uh, Pluto's programmers or Cardano programmers. So this you have to first complete, as I have shown you it in the Jupyter section. If you people could able to remember it out in the Jupyter, like we did it, we put it there. If I can copy it here, I can put it somewhere. So you can see um, the link there. Not copy, but you can see it there. Somehow it is not copying or it is not telling me to do it. So this is the official course. The courses what is provided here will try to cover up all the courses and try to discuss all the courses and try to at least do one or two programmings on all the program, all the things. And you people have to actually go through those programs and you can run those programs in your uh, system and you can at least understand what is actually going through. So there are many important points like the pattern matching is one of the most important thing there. Uh, then I can see like the combining of functions is important. That higher order function is very important. So we have to actually go through that also. Or you can also see the things. This lambda function is important. Lambda functions in other languages you must have known, and this is lambda functions. These curried functions are also important. Somewhere we are using this recursion mechanism is very much important. We had seen a recursion program last Tuesday, a very small one. We have to use this recursion more and more whenever we require. Uh, Normally, we are not doing any for loop. There is no for loop. Sorry. So next is type classes is okay. Then we are going for creating our own type classes. We'll see those. Basic IO is important to know how the IOs are working. Then pragmas, modules, cabal, these are few things we need to understand as basic knowledge. Uh, then maybe and either, this is most important. We'll see like how we are actually doing. Then the very basic or very important sections which are coming as monoid, functor, applicative, and monads. So these things we'll see a lot, and we are actually going to work a lot. So these are basically the important things which we require. And the first section, as it is mentioned, it's a beginner Plutus and Marlow programming. So you are ready for, if you will do the first part, then you will actually ready for this Plutus and Marlow programming. And the second portion is basically ready for intermediate Bluetooth, or you can at least write down your own Bluetooth programs uh, in a very easy manner. So they have actually uh, divided these two sections. One is the very beginner section, and another is the intermediate section. So we'll complete this Haskell very fast within these two sections. And very fast, when I am saying, I should have a way like to tell you people how fast and how we could able to do it. So in the Haskell section, if I am going there, then I can open this, and probably we are having many programs already. So if you could able to see this Hello HS program, you can download it definitely into your system and you can check it there. It's a very simple program and you can actually run this program in your Visual Source Code. So that is what you people have to do. You people have to go for those. In the meantime, normally I'm going to my other desktop where I can uh, share my screen with Visual Source Code. Sorry, yeah, Source Code. Could you people see my screen now? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. So this is the program. Like if you will download the whole program for the week 1 and week 2, you will see like I had or we had written. Thanks to Prasanna sir, he made it possible for us. Many thanks to him. He uh, contributed a lot into this. Also Tushar, he contributed a lot also. Uh, but Prasanna sir, many thanks and for helping us out as a community member and helping others out as a community member. He put forward a lot of effort into this. This Hello HS program is basically the program where we are printing the fast Hello world, like Arindam told. Uh, so no, we have to do what GHCI first. So once we are into the GSCI, we can actually load the program like we did it last time also. So one module is compiling and one module is loaded, and you can run the program by calling the main method. So this is very basic thing like when we want to run the program as it is a very basic thing, it's a functional programming language, we have to call the same method. And put strlen is putting a string as a line into your console. So that is one of the IO operation what Haskell has already provided. I guess there shouldn't be any questions on this, but we'll definitely see lots of programs. If you can see, there are lots of programs we have written already, or Prasanna sir made it possible for us, and we have to actually go through all of those. Suppose we are going for the if and else. It's a
सर
very simple thing.
नरेंद्र दा एक क्वेश्चन है.
Hmm.
Yeah, my question is that why this do is required. Actually, without this do, we can do this println and it's working, fine. So, what is the meaning of that do? Why it's required?
Yeah, anybody can answer this question. Prasanna sir, Vishwajit. Devasis,
I don't know. Sorry, sorry. Yes.
yeah, uh, can you tell me like why this do is required for this main function?
I have not done this way actually.
Which question is this? Orindam, I guess.
Yes.
So can you guess like why you require a do for this?
Actually, see, if I the question is that if we using as a lambda, if I treat it like that, then main is a just like a function we are calling, and after that we are written down the section whatever we need to put. If it's multiple
Hmm.
line, then maybe we need to do something this way. But there is a
Exactly.
single line, then why do is
Exactly.
required?
Exactly. For multiple lines of execution, you require a do there.
Yes.
Correct. Anybody wants more clarification on this? Actually, there is no curly braces for executing a program in like other imperative languages. So how could you know like these things will actually run?
Yeah. Yes, so that in that case, whatever actually in this program, we for the simple hello world, we can omit
Yeah.
do from here, right?
Yeah.
This do is not required here.
Even if you if you want to like print like this in the GSCI command, uh, it will print.
It will print. Yes, fine. Yeah,
You
thank you.
understand my point? Yeah,
Yes.
it will print. Very simple. As I have already told, this GCI is also like this repel of GCI or GHC cop is very interactive. Last class we discussed, and if you are putting something like 2 plus 2, sorry, 2 plus 2, it is also printing the same. But if I am putting 2 plus 2, then when you are actually entering into the next line, it will execute the line. So for a single line, you don't require many of the things, but for multiple execution, you require. Okay, we diverted from the thing. We are like looking into this is a method which is actually using the if else. See, like we are not using any curly braces here, even if with the if statements and even if with the else statements. So whenever we are going to declare a variable, we are declare it by let, we are declaring it as by variable, and we are doing it as by variable is 23. Then what we are doing if var is or var's remnant is 2 or a reminder is divide var reminder 2. That means var is divided by 2 and the remainder is like this is the modulus operator and is equal to 0. Then you print the number is even, else the number is odd. It's bit different. It's only about interpretation, like what you are interpreting and how you are interpreting. That is, I can say only thing. Once you are adapted to this, you know this. This will be very easy and this will be very interesting for you. So when I'm loading it, it is loading, and when I'm running this program, um, it's in the main. Okay, main we're putting the number is odd. If I'm doing it as 200, see there is no semicolon, no curly braces, bit different. I'm always saying it's bit different, but yes, you have to like be careful like what you are actually doing. Next, if I'm reloading it, module is loaded, then I'm doing, then this is even. Am I okay with this?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Hmm.
Why REM is on inside the single code?
It's a function, sir. Like we'll see how it is actually impacting in the future things, but it's
Okay.
a
My
yeah,
question is
three
that
things.
like
Sorry.
put
Yeah.
strlen also is a predefined function. REM is also predefined function, but we are
Yes,
putting
sir. Yes.
REM inside the single quote.
Yeah. Actually, we are not giving any parameterized things there. We are only giving a space there, and we are actually mentioning the things, and we'll see like why this is like this in future. We'll see more of the things.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. But one more thing I want to say you, like it's not impacting like how you are writing down or how you are not writing down. But many cases you have to like careful about your spacings, like how you are giving the spaces. Uh, One more thing I want to, so there is a list of function like list one is there and you are declaring list two. So how you are actually concatenating these lists. So yeah, this is called as printing the result after the merge. So can anybody tell me like how this will like impact. There are three lists or four lists they have defined, and how those lists are actually going to work. Is it like um, or I should improve it. So as we have told you, like lists we can put it like this. Okay, lists are homogeneous, isn't it? Are lists homogeneous or heterogeneous? Last class we discussed.
Homogeneous.
Yes, those are basically homogeneous because lists are like the normal arrays in imperative language apart from JavaScript. So JavaScript is having heterogeneous arrays they can afford, but other languages, what I know, C, C++ or Java or anything like that, those are normally homogeneous. So lists here are basically homogeneous. And what about this tuples? Tuples are another format in Haskell, which are actually heterogeneous. They can keep heterogeneous data in a tuple. So this is very interesting example. I will ask everybody to check it out, like how it is working. So you are actually adding or you are actually concatenating two lists here. If I so will only uh, lose few of the time, but other things are there. Interesting things are there. So as we are telling like mm, functions. So we'll see like what is a function, and this is a very good work what Prasan sir did for functions defining. Function play a major role in Haskell as per him, and as it is functional programming language like other languages, Haskell does have its own functional definition and declaration. Definitely, like last time we also say like this is basically the function declaration, and this is basically the function definition. So normally in the function declaration, what you are doing, you are writing down the name of the function. No keyword is required. Whenever you are giving this symbol, it is called, it is taken as a function. And there, The first two, normally the last one is the return type, and others what left after this colon or double colon um, are called as the parameters. Like in the section, I did it, try to did it with the Java some kind of example. Then what you are doing, actually, you are passing two parameters into the add function, and you are actually adding them. So this is the function definition. So here what we are saying, we are passing two parameters into the add function and returning an integer. And here is the body of the function or function definition. Then what we are doing, we are actually printing those add 2 and 5. Am I okay with this? Anybody have any other questions on function declaration, definition, and kind of thing? Probably not. It's very clear. And this one is calling a function. And when you are actually calling a function, you are calling a function like this. A space is required when you are actually giving the parameter with the function name. There is no basis like we are normally doing with other languages. So will it work or not? Can anybody suggest me who already did programmings? You got my point. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you get me like what I am trying to say.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So when I am doing this, it's compiled. So this is one interesting thing like calling the function. Next, I can say like we have gone through this one. Mm, function recursion. So whenever you are going to see these programs, few of the programs which are having all the conceptual thing, Prasanna sir try to write down the theory above it. And this is called as a multi-line comment, how you are actually giving a multi-line comment in Haskell. So interesting, like curly braces are used for the multi-line comment. I had seen in others also, other languages. So recursion is a situation where the function calls itself repeatedly. Haskell doesn't provide any facility for looping. As I have already told you, we are not using anything like that. So biggest advantage of it is like 90% of the buggy code is coming through this for loop or any loop like that. It's a personal statement. You cannot take it as a any kind of statements. People who are doing research, they can sue me. So it's a personal statement. But yes, Haskell is also not supporting it probably, and that's why they are not using that. They are using more and more this repetitive function calls called as recursion. So when we are actually trying to find out the factorial, you know what is a factorial, and factorial of a method of a number. Uh, then yes, in other languages also we are using this recursion. You know, and many people did it, and many people can also or we can also argue on that, like whether using a loop is better for finding a factorial, or using this but recursion is a better one. We can argue on that, but yes, Haskell is only providing one way. We are using the factorial for that, and probably you people understand what I am saying. This is the function. This is the function declaration, where we are naming the function as fact. Then we are actually passing a parameter or argument as integer, the number whose factorial we need, and we are actually getting the return type as an integer, which is basically the return type. So factorial of 0, that is the base value, and then factorial of n is equal to n into multiplication operator factorial n minus 1. This is the same logic we are using for everything. And from the beginning, like when I have started programming, this logic is there with other languages also, other early languages, what I had learned in future, in past. Any questions till now?
Okay, sir. Good evening. Just one question.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm going to, according to the statement, if I'm going to have three parameters then of integer type, then I am writing int, then that arrow, again int, and arrow, then again int, then arrow, then the return type is int. So I will use four int.
Yes. The only way to, the only thing to decide is, Rajiv, whenever you are actually writing down a function, the first one is the name of the function, and the last one is the return type of the function.
Now, suppose I have a situation that I don't need a return type.
Is that a function then?
Let's say I will do all the job inside the function and I will not return.
Is that a function then? My question is.
We have such functions in C which do not have.
It's not C. It's a pure functional language. We'll see like how to handle those situations. There are certain situations. Yeah, we'll see like how to handle those situations.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
see, like we'll do more things on those.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. But normally, what I can say, when I learn in the very past, there are two things. People are called like procedures and functions. Then, as the programming languages evolved, this came as functions are returning 0. Yeah, and as functions and procedures actually not there anymore, then people come with a thing called as routines. So these are few words. Why I am trying to remember it out, because the programming languages are actually evolved like that. And remember, Haskell is not a language of this after 2020. Haskell is there from the very beginning. Haskell is Haskell is one of the purest form of functional programming language, and it was there for a long period of time. So, yeah, there are certain things for which Haskell is always strict, and we'll learn why they are strict and what is the reason they are strict for that. So this is one of the thing I want to say, like, yes, we are not having this looping. In any other languages, looping is the must thing. If I can actually discuss with you people, tell me one language where looping is not there. You know anybody from the group?
I think loop is everywhere in the function and all. Wherever we are using, so every time we are using looping function, okay? Even if C, Java and other programming language also.
Mm-hmm.
So here maybe we are using loop or not, I don't know.
We are not using. We are using this recursion thing.
Mhm.
Artha.
Fine.
Okay. So one more thing I want to actually go through with you people today is this guard. I guess few people already did some programmings on guards. Uh, so guards are normally here Prasanna sir wrote like guards are like look like similar to if else statements, but they are functionally different. So guards is a concept that is very similar to pattern matching. You people know what is pattern matching and how we are actually doing the pattern matching for us. So in the pattern matching, we usually match one or more expressions, but we use guards to test some property of an expression. So see, like the same factorial function, they did it like this: factorial integer integer. So this is the method only. So here, what they are doing, they are taking factorial n and they are checking a if else here. If n equals to 0, then it is 1. So what they did, like factorial is equal to 0, they are not checking the n, but by default they are adding it here as 0 in the previous function of recursion. Here with the guard, actually you are checking the number. You can also give a 0 here. So then if 0 is equal to 0, then you are having this n. If it is not equal to 0, this is the not equal operator here. It's a bit different. This is not equal operator. Is not equals to 0. Then n is equal to n into factorial of n minus 1. So these two are guards, or they are actually matching your pattern. Pattern of what you are actually providing. Pattern of the argument what you are providing. If n is equals to 0, then the factorial is 1. If n is not equals to 0, if it is not 0, then it is going for n into n minus 1, factorial of n minus 1. So this is very interesting. It's a if condition. It's a condition actually. You are checking the condition with the guards, but against a pattern. And this guard is used many times. I will encourage you people to look into these guards for in Haskell with other Google documents also, or other documents in Google also. So this is used many times. What I had seen in programmings with Plutos and other Haskell higher level projects. So this is very important. Somebody told, like who told? It's again Devasis, I guess, told in the early of this session. He told like he did guard and it is really different. But it's really powerful also, Devasis. It's not different. It's really powerful. Just think of like this line of code. If you want to write in Java or any other language, I'm not. I'm a big fan of Java. Rather, Java is like my one of my favorite or one of the most favorite language I can say. But still, I can imagine like how much code I have to write in Java. So next one is I want to say this one. This is a lambda function. Um, Today, like I guess Arindam told me about the lambda function. So what is a lambda function? So this is used a lot nowadays, and it is talk of the town in most of the uh, programming languages or most of the frameworks, the lambda expressions and all. So Haskell developers use another anonymous block known as lambda expression or lambda functions. So lambda functions are functions which are not having any name. So then those are actually functions, or you can also say them as expressions. So this is a function where actually you are taking a parameter x and you are actually increasing it to 1. So this is the function, whole function definition, you can say. You are putting a parameter x and you are actually increasing it by 1. And then actually when you are calling it as or passing a value of 4 to it. So then this 4 will actually add it to here as argument, and this will increase to x plus 1, that is 4 plus 1, and there is no function name, and it is still valid. So what we did in place of this, we are normally writing down like increase if we want to increase, or successor. Normally we have to write down a method called as successor4. But without that, what we did, and we have to define this success method somewhere here in the above case. So that is that is the lambda function of what we did. Somebody put pattern matching and also in as kind of dynamic formation. Yeah. Important is the lambda function is denoted by a backslash character. It will always start with a backslash character, and then the parameters you want to actually pass into it. Then the definition. Sorry, then the yeah, definition, like what you want to do with it. This is really powerful. I had seen in other places like if you people like use this AWS kind of thing, they are also providing lambda expressions kind of thing. In the cloud computing also, they are using this lambda expressions. In other frameworks also, they are coming up with lambda expressions. So lambda expression is very powerful. So there are certain predefined function, like Rajiv probably asked me, like there are certain predefined functions available here in Haskell. And for the list kind of thing, we are having certain predefined function. So I can uh, load this and we can just go through those. I shouldn't waste the time of yours. So this is very important. You can run by yourself, but still, I want to. I'm getting some. Okay, I want to go through this. So this is let x is equal to 1 to 10. This is another way of writing down or declaring a list. So what does that mean? So 1 dot dot 10. That means it will go for 1 to 10. So the list is when I am running the first line, the list is coming as our list is 1 to 10. It's not necessary that you are writing down the list from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Then it is saying that there is a method called as head. So head X, that means it will give you the first head of, or you can say the first number or first of the first index value of that list. Tail is after head, everything is tail. Tail isn't like the last one. Last is having the method last or function last. So you can check if your list is empty. Uh, the list in reverse order also you can have. So there is a function called as reverse, and you can reverse those lists. So if you want to check if your list is empty or not, you can check it with the function null. Length is a function which is actually taking giving you the length of the function. So there are certain other predefined functions in the predefined one section, as mentioned by uh, Sir. You people can actually take 5 out of 1 or 10, drop 5 out of 1 or 10, maximum between the list, minimum between the list, product of the list. So you can actually do these things many times. So you can check it by yourself. I'm encouraging you to check these things by yourself. Till now, any other questions from you people, if you want to ask? Else, I'll encourage you all people to actually go through these things, uh, write down your questions, or just ping us on the Discord handle. We'll try to mm, not solve, like try to clarify as much as possible to you whatever the things. And few, like this will be your task for the Tuesday will we want to actually see everybody did run these codes on their machine and try to understand and come up with some of their questions for us, and we'll discuss more and more there. And those, normally what I try to uh, do here, like Saturday we'll go through some of the theories, we'll define like what we are actually going to do in the next week. And Tuesday like will be more interactive. People did something, people went through something, have their questions, and have the theories on their mind, or probably most of the theories will be complicated and how to run the program will be complicated, and we'll discuss it there. And if all of us, all we people learn, then we can contribute to each other. Even if before 3 4 months or 5 6 months, this is not that much like familiar to me. I had started it within a year of discussion, and as a programmer, we did it, or I did it uh, 7 8 months back, and I had gone through this Pluto's programming section, and project-based programming learning. Then I come up with. So this is not very familiar to me earlier, but yes, I can say like within 2 3 months, it's enough for us as developers to understand and to actually write down the programs. It's different, like how we are going to learn for the academics to me, and how we are actually learn for this programming sections. Definitely, it is going to be different. Will But here I am trying to compare, or we will try to compare, like what will be the best way to write down the programs and write down the programs for the projects, and will mostly uh, focus on the Pluto's development. So depending or following the pattern or following this IOSK study materials will actually go through this. So if you could see like the programs Prasanna sir did, he did yes uh, according to the courses or the suggestion of the courses provided by uh, IOHK itself in their course. And I would also like you people to see into the Jupyter section, this here, where I had shown you this section. I don't know why it is not copied here. It's only viewing. Yes, now it's coming. Yeah. So this section, like from where we are taking, and I would like all of you to go through. I don't know whether you people get a chance to go through this or not. So this is very interesting and this is very interactive for your programming. As much as we are giving you the programs, they are also very keen on giving people lots of things. They have already given 9 classes, so it's enough. We are having only 14 for or 15 for the beginner section. They have already given you 9. And this is, I'm encouraging, why I am encouraging you people to do it, because this is important for you to qualify or pre-qualify for the Plutus Pioneer program. Do you people know what is Plutus Pioneer program? So Plutus Pioneer program is a program where actually, what is this? Pluto's Pioneer program is a program where actually this IOSK or Cardano community are giving training or trained some Pluto's developers depending upon their various versions. And the prerequisite is Haskell. If you know many things, then that is good. But the minimum prerequisite is Haskell. And if you know Haskell, then you can easily go through this Plutus Pioneer program. And in our program also we'll go through this Plutus Pioneer program 3. Like their code is there, their everything is there, how to run, how to write down the programs. We'll go through that. Then we'll go from there to the live programming or live projects. So it's important that it is giving you a completion certificate, or it will actually encourage you to, or I am encouraging you to actually complete this course by yourself. It's very interactive, like I have shown you last time. It's very interactive and very informative as well. Okay. No. As I have already told, like I have added these all codes, uh, all these codes, there in my uh, 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 there in our what a GitHub location. Okay, I'm stopping this screen now. I'm not giving you further. Uh, okay. No, I'm taking it back here. Okay. So this is the part actually I want to show you people. So this course you people has to complete. This is my request, and this is also important for like having a pre-qualification for the Plutus Pioneer program. And sometimes like Sun certified Java programmer, mm, or Java architect. It's like that you are a Plutus Pioneer program. You are completing the Plutus Pioneer program. So for that, it is a prerequisite, and we require as a programmer those certifications somewhere somehow. The third iteration has been completed, but the fourth iteration has to start. We will apply. We all will apply, and but for that we need to actually learn few basic things from here with Haskell. We'll also have this for you somewhere like these are the programs we are having for you. You will run this, we'll go through this, whatever the problems you are facing and whatever the help we can do in between. I'm again and again encourage you people to connect with this uh, Discord handle. That's how we can actually help you out. I guess all people joined Discord. Um, I'm just requesting somebody from the community, like whom Tusar. Tusar, can you please help us? Like, if some people are not actually joined this community, you can send them the request. Tusar,
Okay, sir.
okay. Thank you, Tusar.
Thank you.
If anybody else is having any questions, then we'll actually go ahead, and else we'll actually will stop it here. Uh, I'll stop the recording if you want to ask some other questions. Um, I'm stopping the recording.